Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Taylor. Thank you all so much for being here. I wanted to talk about 5 signs, powerful signs that you are waking up right now and going through the spiritual awakening process, which many millions of people are now going through and starting to go through on the planet. I also wanted to start before I got into the video and went over those signs. I wanted to let you know that at the end of the video, I'm going to be reading a channeled message to you guys from the Arcturian Council, and it's a very powerful message that I want to relay to you guys. So please stick to the end to hear that message. Without further ado, I'll get into the video. I wanted to start by saying that the energy right now has been extremely intense. It's reminding me of when I first went through my spiritual awakening process back in 2017. I remember having all of the intense fears and doubts and just all of those lower density aspects of myself really coming to the surface so that I can see them for what they were, and I could start to go through the releasing process of letting go, because this awakening process is really about us letting go of all of the years, the many years of baggage that we've been holding on to, and also social conditioning that we have experienced throughout our lives, which has really has been ingrained in us. So it takes time to let go and release all of this. And this spiritual process is an ongoing process that we will be going through the rest of our lives. But it's beautiful because you start to become more of your true self. By going through this process, you become more whole and more complete, and you'll become more of the person that you are meant to be while you're here on this earth. So wherever you are right now, if you're going through the darker aspects of the awakening process, if you're going through that dark night of the soul, just know that you will get through this, and everything is going to be more than okay. Every one of you has made it to this point who's watching this video. You are a powerful human being and creator of your reality, and everything you're going through is leading you to become more of your true aligned self and who you are meant to be at the core of who you're meant to be, with all those chakras of yours being balanced right now. So much is happening for us to start to really embody that person that we are meant to become while we are here on the planet. So I'll jump right into the signs now. I wrote them down. Sign number 1, I put angel numbers pop out at you everywhere. And I mean everywhere. Do you guys ever just drive down a road and all of a sudden you'll just notice like a license plate 444 will pop out at you? Or you'll be driving and just really paying attention to driving, and all of a sudden you'll be drawn to look at your clock and you see 333 or 222, 111, all those synchronicities, they start to really pop out at you. And this is a powerful sign from your angels that you are on the right path, and that everything you're going through is leading you to exactly where you're supposed to be. I started seeing a lot of these signs recently after my car was just stolen about 3 weeks ago now. And at first it really did affect me, and it brought me down to a negative state of being, even though I remain positive about the situation and know that everything happens for a reason. I was still brought down by this situation. So I started seeing all the signs and the angel numbers, and I also used tarot cards, and my angels were giving me so much positive reinforcement during this time that I'm going through. So whatever that means for you, just tap into yourself and realize that all those synchronicities are for the best of your growth, your development, and to allow you to start to realize that you're exactly where you need to be right now at this moment. No matter where you are in your life, it's exactly where you need to be. The words starseed and lightworker. What do those words do to you as you hear them right now? Do you feel those words in your soul? That you came here to be, that you are a light worker or a starseed, and you came here to radiate your light into the world and help to create a new earth existence, which is exactly what's happening right now. There's a new earth that's being born through all of this that we are going through right now. And Eckhart Tolle wrote a book on this, on the new earth. He talked about this and how the new earth would be created through each and every one of us by going through our awakening process, and by us doing our inner work. It would allow for so many people to wake up that the whole planet would start to wake up together. And I believe strongly, it resonates with me that is what we are going through right now, a massive global spiritual awakening process. So those words resonating with each and every one of you, that is a sign that you are on the right path and that you are going through the awakening process right now. I remember when I started to see those words, I could feel the words really start to resonate through my body. And for me, one thing that's always been a sign for me is I get this like buzzing feeling in my back. And there's a lot of times where I would start to feel that buzz in my back and realize that those words mean so much to me. Even though we don't have to identify with them, we can realize that it's important to realize that those are aspects of ourselves that we came here to be, to shine light and radiate light into the world. And also, we came from the stars. So, I'm so grateful to be here, and I almost start to get choked up just to think about everything that we're going through right now, because I feel like it has been very intense lately. So please allow those emotions to flow. And I know that this is not exactly what I was talking about just now with the starseed and lightworker topic, but it just brought to my attention to remind you guys to allow for yourself to process right now anything that you're going through, because so much is being released at this time. I put coming aware of the darkness in the world. This is to allow more light in and to realize that you just being here will have a huge impact in this world. So you may be realizing that there's a lot of darkness in this world, and a lot of those darker aspects are starting to come to the surface. But all of this is leading us to more light, to more finding truth, and finding our true selves and who we are meant to be, and who we have come here to be. We're here to radiate that light and that love into others and help others to go through this awakening process. By you going through this, it's going to allow others to go through it more smoothly. And so many people now are starting to go through this waking up process, so we can hold our space for those that are starting to go through their process and help others that are in our life to go through this more smoothly and not have to deal with all of the darker aspects, because we can allow them to realize that all of that is for the highest good of humanity, and it's going to allow for so much light to come in and to enter into this earth's reality. There's so much being released at this time that it's really opening up that space for the light to enter in to the earth and really start to transition into the new earth frequency, where there's going to be more inner love among humans, more love for people among each other. We're going to feel more unconditional love for everyone in our life, for everyone around us, for the collective whole, and realize that we are all in this together. I put, for the fourth point, I put realizing this is all temporary here on earth, but all the lessons that you learn here, you will take with you through your eternity. So everything that you go through in this lifetime, everything that you learn along your journey, this whole awakening process, it all will lead you into your next life, wherever you choose that to be. But as of now, all that matters is doing the best you can while you're here in this lifetime, in human form, as the avatar that you are right now, as the person that you are at this moment, and realizing that your soul chose this journey. You chose exactly where you are right now, as esoteric that may sound, as deep down the rabbit hole that may be. You chose to be exactly where you are right now. All the experiences you've gone through, you chose to allow for you to use that to catalyze you and to catapult you into the awakening process that you're going through. So all of the darker aspects of your life that you feel you've been through, all of the pain and the struggles that you've been through has led you to go through the awakening process. Because a lot of light workers, a lot of people that are going through their awakening process right now have been through a very tough past and have been through a lot in their life, but it's leading you and every one of us to wake up to our truth and our light and realize that we are all light beings, and we're here to help to raise the frequency of the planet. The massive shift from third dimension, which is the mind, into fourth dimension and fifth dimensional states of being, which is the heart and unconditional love. Right now we're shifting from 3D to 4D and then to 5D. There's going to be more and more people as time goes on that are going to realize that the truth is, if we tap into our heart and feel from our heart, that is truly what matters the most. Shining love and light to others that are in our life, and anyone that we come across, by giving that love and light to other people, we're going to help to raise that frequency of the planet and start to really live in that fourth dimensional state of being. Right now, there are times where I feel in my own reality that I'm living in the 4D, where I really feel so tapped in and tuned in and so connected to my heart and to the love that I have for humanity, that I realize that many, many other people are starting to feel that. And the more people that feel that within themselves, the more that this will radiate out into the world and start to create that reality that we want on the external. So by us doing that work internally, we're going to help to create that reality externally. And it's just a beautiful time to be alive. And I wanted to say, you are here because you never gave up. There were so many times where I felt like giving up before my awakening because things were so hard. I had so much anxiety, so much fear, so much doubt within me. I dealt with so much pain, losing my father at such a young age, going through so much anxiety and panic attacks and all of these things that I faced throughout my life. It all led me to my massive spiritual awakening process that I've been on now for 3 years. And wherever you are in your stage of your awakening process, you are exactly where you need to be at this moment. And every one of you is perfect the way you are. You don't need to change anything about yourself. Just be yourself and shine your light into the world, and you are helping more than you can imagine by doing that. And I'm truly honored and blessed and grateful to know each and every one of you. And I'm so blessed and grateful that you all are watching the videos that I'm creating. It means a lot to me, and I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for commenting and for doing all the things you guys do to help me to grow the channel and to reach these videos out to more and more people. I truly feel, from my heart, I just feel so thankful for each and every one of you. So I want you to know that. And now I want to read this channel message that I have to you guys. So it's titled, "If you want the ETs to land, extraterrestrials to land." And this is the 9D Arcturian Council. I will leave the link to Daniel Scranton's website. He is the channeler who channels through these messages through the Arcturian Council, and I find him extremely fascinating. All of his messages are so positive. I receive his emails every single day, and they have truly helped me to transform myself and to feel more positive about everything that's happening in the world right now. So it always starts by saying this. I'm going to read it word for word, exactly what the message said. "Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We are very pleased with the progress that we see you all making there on Earth at this time of slowing down, doing less, and feeling more. You are there to feel all of the emotions that are available to you, including your fear of being destitute, sick, and then ultimately dying. You have all three of those fears coming up at the same time during the pandemic crisis that has been coupled with economic crashes and unemployment. You are getting your money's worth, and this was actually a very economical choice for the human collective consciousness, because you want to be processing faster. You want to be facing as many of your lower vibrational emotions as you can. Now, when you are in the midst of a clearing of lower vibrational emotions, you also have then put yourself in a position where lower vibrational thoughts will be coming to you. Lower vibrational beliefs will be formed. And a lower vibrational perspective on the world you live in will become a part of your way of looking at the world. This trap is what you need to avoid right now. You need to avoid the trap of ignoring your feelings in favor of thoughts of persecution, abuse of power, and loss of control. Once you process your fears, you will be able to take your power back. You will be able to feel the truth that you have come to know as awakened beings that says you are deliberate creators. You are there to pick from all of the various vibrations that you come into contact with. You are there to create a better experience for yourselves and for the rest of humanity. You are not there to wait for something like disclosure to come around so that you can be free and validated in your beliefs. You want to create a collective consciousness that allows for physical extraterrestrials to simply be able to land their ships without fear of what those humans who haven't dealt with their emotions might do. So if you really want to see the massive changes on your world that more and more people are talking about at this time, you need to feel those feelings, as difficult as they are, so that you can move past them, so that you can get into your creative vibration and bring humanity to the highest level of consciousness that has ever existed there on the planet Earth. We know that it's the harder path. It's the more challenging path, but it's also the path that you knew you were going to take on before you incarnated here. And now is the time to get on it and invite others to join you. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. I'll leave you guys with that. I hope that this message helped. Thank you so much for being here. Much love, peace, and namaste.